Hi guys, welcome and welcome back to my channel, Soup for the Soul Tarot. I'm sorry I've been away for some time now. I just felt like I needed to catch up, and I also felt like I really needed to take a rest. So, but here I am back with another reading, and this is going to be for Virgo. So hello to my Virgoans, Sun, Moon, Rising, perhaps it's your North Node / Rahu, or any other strong placements you feel you may have in your charts, or perhaps you just have many placements in Virgo. So what is going on with you, Virgo, for the month of July? Let's do July for you. What's going on for Virgo? Virgo in the month of July, Spirit. General reading, please. Virgo in the month of July. Also, cross watchers, of course, are welcome. Okay. But keep in mind that if you feel like this doesn't resonate for you, this is general, you know. So take what resonates and leave the rest. Okay. So first card out, we have family for you, Virgo. Bottom of the deck, we have taking steps. So I'm going to put that here, so that could be in view or in frame. I feel like Virgo, in the month of July, yes, you could be focused on family for those of you that have a family of your own, or perhaps you feel like spending more time with your family in the month of July. But I feel like a lot of you in the month of July, and you guys might be feeling this already, for my Virgos, are feeling a bit nostalgic. I feel like you're looking back on your childhood, and I feel like you're kind of tracing your steps, if that makes sense. You guys may be doing a lot of reflection, and this may take you back again to a moment in time, maybe a specific moment in time, or, you know, maybe you might go down the rabbit hole, remembering maybe a few memories that really touched your heart and soul. But as a child, I feel like the Virgo or the Virgos that I'm tapping into here really felt unsure maybe of themselves, maybe unsure of their destiny. Maybe you kind of second guessed yourself here. Also, this little girl here, she has blonde hair. Okay, so I don't know, maybe somebody here that will resonate, or this reading may speak to you on a certain level. Maybe if you have blonde hair, okay, or maybe your person's blonde or something like that. It doesn't have to be. Maybe something is significant here about pigtails, or maybe you as a child wore pigtails, or maybe you put your hair up a lot, or maybe your parents did. Maybe you wore ribbons or bows, you know. Doesn't have to be, guys. Doesn't have to be. But I feel like this is you here energetically. And it's almost as if like you're not really sure, or maybe you weren't really sure about yourself. Maybe you lacked self-confidence. Maybe you felt like as if all the other kids around you were more confident than you, or just they were just more sure of themselves. And you just kind of looked around and maybe you felt a little lost, you know. Maybe for some of you, you felt as if your parents really couldn't give you that guidance that you needed as a child, or maybe if your parents were around, maybe they didn't give you the kind of guidance that you felt you needed at the time, you know. Maybe you just felt like your opinions were different, or it just didn't resonate with you as a child, or you just noticed that there was something different about you, and maybe you felt in some ways estranged from your family. Okay, But with this taking steps card, I feel like a lot of you here are realizing that you've grown a lot. And with these lessons that you've learned so far in life, Virgo, I feel like you're now realizing your potential. You're stepping in to a sense of self-confidence, feeling more comfortable in your skin. Also, maybe there's a specific goal in mind, you know, a specific goal in mind. Perhaps it's, you know, maybe some of you may be deciding to go to college. Maybe for some of you it's obtaining your PhD, like your master's degree. For some of you, it doesn't have to be. I just feel like you are visualizing whatever this dream is, this goal is. Maybe this is, you feel, your life's purpose, and you're finally overcoming your fears. You're finally overcoming your insecurities, and you're taking the first few steps, or you're deciding to take at least that first step, and at least seeing where this can take you, you know. Okay, let's pull a few more cards here to see where this reading is leading us. Okay, for Virgo, let's see maybe some of the obstacles you may be encountering in the month of July. I'm also hearing a Gemini. I don't know if maybe some of you are connected to a Gemini, or maybe you have Gemini somewhere in your chart. Okay, let's see. For Virgo, what are your obstacles in July? Ooh, okay, I'm going to pull two actually. For whatever reason, I feel like I'm pulling two. Obstacles for Virgo. Spirit in July. Oh, okay. All right, let's see what came out here. Interesting placements. All right, the first one here is Don Juan. Okay, you become entombed in an extra-dimensional sphere. You remain in prison until you are found and released. You can't draw again. Okay. And this one says the fates. Reality's fabric unravels and spins anew, allowing you to avoid or erase an event as if it never happened. Okay. Okay, yeah. I feel like, again, there's something here that is tied to like some kind of family tie, or feeling as if maybe like your family didn't believe in themselves. Maybe like if you were someone that grew up in a grew up in a home where your parents were like blue collar workers or something like that, or you didn't really have that much growing up, or maybe you just felt like you had to just fall in line, and you thought you were just going to become whatever kind of occupation your father had or your mother had. This was a belief system, okay? I feel like the challenge for you in the month of July is you're trying to combat your own, how do I say this? You're trying to combat like an old belief system that you had, that your family kind of imposed on you, that possibly the society that you're from imposed on you, perhaps indoctrinated you into a specific belief system or a belief in yourself, that you couldn't get ahead, that you couldn't break the mold, that it's so hard that you might as well give up. You know, these are the battles that you're fighting here, I feel. And I feel like, again, this has happened for possibly generations for some of you. And again, this triggered a lot of insecurities and uncertainties within yourself. And I feel like this mental prison that in some ways was imposed upon you kept you stuck, kept you second guessing yourself. But I feel like maybe over time you just feel like you're so sick of the stagnation, or feeling uninspired by your life or your environments, or uninspired by the people around you, that I feel like you're just ready to break free and make some kind of change. Okay. Or maybe this is Don John. It's interesting. I read it as Don Juan, but it might be Don John. Okay. All right. Basically like a dungeon. But anyway, okay. They're asking me to pull one more card from this deck, so I will. Any more messages for Virgo for July? Okay. Courage. Yeah, we were just talking about this. Bottom of the deck, we have Teacher in reverse. Yeah, you have a lot to learn still on this journey. And I feel like you know that. You know that your goal, your dream, wherever you visualize yourself, let's say in the next 10 years, the next 5 years, even the next year for some of you, this is, I know that it's not going to happen overnight. I know the change or the changes that need to happen within myself aren't going to happen overnight. But at the same time, I'm willing to take the first step on this new path. You know, I know I'm probably going to have a lot of failures. I know that this is probably going to be a humbling path for me. But I have to have the courage, you know, to walk whatever I feel is my truth at this moment in time. Okay? So I feel like you're kind of trying to look at the bright side. Despite maybe what you've experienced thus far, which is hard, you know. Notice that there's light over here, way at the end, but it's surrounded by like these dark forests, you know. So it's hard to stay positive, but I feel like your courage is starting to become stronger than your fears. Okay. All right, so I'm going to pull, let's see, what you're learning here on your spiritual journey, and then we're going to dive into the tarot. Virgo, what are you learning on your own spiritual journey? What are you learning? That's relevant for the month of July, at least. Maybe to stop. Okay. Okay, let's see the first. Align your universe. Navigate distractions. Yeah, look at that. So I feel like reading this. Also, notice here, like, what stands out to me here is the number 2. Then we have, as you progress, right? It's about the individual. It's about the self. And notice we have from the 2 to the 1. And we have the number 1 here also. So again, it's all about putting yourself first in the month of July. It's all about believing in yourself. It's all about, like that Leo energy, right? Which courage definitely reminds me of, you know, as far like the most. At least the word courage reminds me of Leo the most in terms of zodiac signs. I think of, you know, for you, you lacked belief in self, because of maybe what other people have said about you. And now you're learning to stand up for yourself. Now you're kind of learning to develop a healthy ego, you know. So with align your distractions, align to your universe, navigate distractions here with this card, it's, you know, you're conflicted. You know, it's like that, what I say, that Gemini energy here, with the two faces. I feel like one side of you is still obviously stuck in that old mentality, those old patterns of thinking. And then there's this other side of you that's wanting to move forward, that's like, no, I'm trying to reprogram myself. None of this is true, you know. And so, you know, you're going through a shift, you're going through a change, and it's normal, you know, to have setbacks. It's normal to have days where you don't believe in yourself. It's normal for you to feel like you're taking one step forward, two steps back. You know, again, this is part of the journey for you. And like a lot of people, a lot of us tend to later on, I guess in retrospect, I guess successful people in retrospect tend to appreciate their failures more because they're what made them, you know? So it's like without their failures, they wouldn't have known really what to improve on. They wouldn't have realized their true sense of strength, their strength of heart, and that they were able to really push through and refine themselves or refine their craft. So, you know, I feel like that's a journey for you. You know, bottom of the deck, we do have secret temptation, being led astray. Again, there's that part of you that's trying to, kind of like that devil on one side of your shoulder, on your left shoulder, and let's say you have an angel on your right shoulder, right? It's like one's trying to tell you that you can do this, you can break the mold, that you're smart enough, that you're strong enough, that it's possible. And then there's another side of you that's just like, you know, what's the point of trying? The odds are stacked against me. So, let's see here. Let's pull some tarot. Okay. Hi guys. Hi everyone that's coming in. I'm just doing a Virgo reading tonight, but I do personal live mini reads from time to time. So if you guys are not following me, I encourage you to follow me here on TikTok so you could be notified of my lives. And maybe you can see maybe that day if I'm doing personals. I tend to do personals on Sundays and sometimes Mondays as well. This is kind of like a part-time thing for me, guys. I have a full-time job and I have a lot of responsibilities, so I don't do personals all the time. It's just kind of randomly, sporadically throughout the week, and I try to make time for it on Sundays and Mondays, which are my days off. So keep that in mind. Okay. Let's see for Virgo. Spirit Virgo. Also, I want to say here that some of you could have siblings. Siblings or people that are maybe close in age to you that... like if they're not siblings, or people that are so close to you, they almost feel like siblings, that are kind of maybe envying you, or maybe these are even old friends that are kind of hating on you right now, maybe the changes that you're making in your life. Maybe they aren't very happy with this new version of you that you're trying to become. And, you know, I would say if you're finding that you have friends or siblings or family members that are really trying to discourage you off this new path, try to protect your energy. maybe if it's possible to spend less time around them, you know, because again, you're trying to develop a strong sense of self. You're trying to develop your own belief in yourself, rather than feeling like you have to be, your confidence has to be, like you have to be validated by, you know, external forces. Okay. For Virgo in July, Spirit. Okay, so we have 2 cards here. We have the Ace of Pentacles. We have the 6 of Wands. Okay, we have the 7 of Pentacles. I want to put that here. Okay. Okay, we have the Ace of Cups. We have 2 aces here. Bottom of the deck, we have the 6 of Pentacles. Okay. So, with the aces here, I do feel like, again, this is that new path, this new opportunity that has the potential to be fulfilling. Okay? But this is potential for right now, right? You're just starting to plant this new seed, or maybe you just recently planted this new seed. Okay? And some of you are at the 7 of Pentacles. Some of you are, you know, just starting on this new path, new journey, maybe aren't at the 7 of Pentacles just yet. But I feel here with the 6 of Pentacles, this is that back and forth energy you're feeling. You're being offered an opportunity here to get out of where you are. You know, she's wearing this beautiful dress, but her environment looks as if she lives like in like the slums, or like she's, for whatever reason, in like a dark alley surrounded by like rats. You know, this doesn't look like a good place to be, is kind of what I'm saying. You know, so I feel like that's how you felt for a long time, or maybe that's still kind of how you feel, you know, as if like you've been working really hard, and it's like with this dress, like you feel like there is something about you that's special. You feel different, but you're not really sure what it is. You can't quite pinpoint it, and maybe you just felt like you don't belong, you know. But again, it's, you probably have worked really hard, but maybe haven't made that much money for the amount of work that you do, and it's been exhausting. Or maybe the job that you have, or whatever you're doing, is not as fulfilling, and you just feel like that this is just something that you have to do in order to support yourself and your family at this moment in time. But again, with this Ace of Pentacles, here it is, a new opportunity. Maybe you're getting some kind of job offer. Maybe for some of you, you're going to get the opportunity to move up in your company. Maybe somebody is going to give you some kind of funding for, I don't know, for some kind of venture that you want to create or be a part of. Or maybe this is starting a new business, okay? Or a loan for a business. Whatever this is for you, because it's going to be different for each and every one of you. There is 6 of Wands, luck on your side, okay? I do feel like although you are going to have obstacles in your way, you're going to be able to push through if you so choose this path, okay? It's not going to be easy. There's going to be people that are going to be against this, possibly even like your closest friends, your closest families, for some of you. But this is learning to choose yourself at this point in time for my Virgos, okay? 7 of Pentacles, this is that second guessing yourself, okay? And again, with this 6 of Pentacles, you're going to be back and forth about the situation for a while. You know, we're just looking at July, but I do feel like this is slow progress, right? And because things aren't happening as quickly with the Pentacles here, it's like you're questioning whether what you're doing is actually a smart thing to do or actually the right thing to do. And maybe some of you are constantly looking at your bank account like, I don't know if this is going to pay off, or I'm really worried about investing all of my money into something that I really want because I don't have much anyway. I don't really have much savings, and I'm worried I'm just not going to be able to make ends meet. So, but I do feel like, I'm going to pull a card for outcome. But I do feel like this is going to be fulfilling for you. That's the thing. Because I do feel like there's going to be progress that's going to be made, but it's going to be slow progress. But the odds are going to be in your favor, Virgo. What is the outcome, Spirit, for Virgo on this new path? What is the outcome, Spirit, for Virgo on this new path? Ooh. Okay, that's too many cards. Outcome. Outcome. Spirit. Okay. Okay. So we have the Hanged Man in reverse, the Ten of Wands in reverse, the Tower, and the Lovers. Okay. So the outcome here, Virgo, it's not going to be easy. Okay. Again, this opportunity, or your success, I should say, is not going to be handed to you on a silver platter. There is going to be a lot that you need to kind of let go, you know, these old structures are going to be cleared away from your path to make room for something different or something more, you know. I do feel like in the beginning stages, you are going to feel a bit helpless. You are going to feel unsupported. With Hanged Man in reverse, you also may feel a bit stuck. Again, it's that back and forth energy, right? Of feeling like you don't want to act on this because you fear losing, I feel like, your resources, or feeling like you fear losing maybe even people in your life. Or finances that you feel like you need, especially for those of you that don't feel like you make a lot of money in the first place. But with the Lovers card here, again, this is your choice. This is that Gemini energy. This is your choice, ultimately. But I feel like this is your passion. Look at these red flowers. This is your passion. This is something that's satisfying to you. So I feel like the overall outcome is that you're not going to be able to really help the fact that you're drawn to this path. That somewhere in you, your soul desires for you to walk this path, whatever it is. But, you know, you're going to have to let go of this old lifestyle. And again, Spirit's noting that this is your choice. So, let's see if we have any more messages. Oh, I also feel like here, so I feel, okay. So if you were to go this way, right? Let's say you choose not to walk this path. Okay. Notice the skeleton here. this skeleton, obviously whoever this person is has died, maybe has been dead for quite some time. And I feel like if you don't walk this path, your path, that's supposed to maybe even lead you to whatever your destiny is, possibly also, maybe your purpose, there's a part of you that's just going to feel empty inside. You know? Like, what I'm hearing is like The Walking Dead, you know? It's like you're going to feel lifeless, purposeless, almost as if like you sold out, you know? Because maybe you feared losing money. You know, maybe you feared losing, again, people in your life. And because of that, you feared change. And letting go of all of this is just too daunting. But this would be your destiny if you chose not to walk this path. If you chose to be stuck. Spirit's like, fine. You know, you can choose. You know, you have free will. You can choose to stay where you are, but just know that you're going to feel empty. You're going to feel lifeless. But if you were to take this path, this also might lead you to a romantic relationship. Also, you might meet people that maybe share the same passion as you. Perhaps maybe for some of you, this might be a romantic partner that may share the same passion as you, or maybe share a purpose in line with yours, where you can be supportive of each other. Okay? But this also speaks to your soul. You know, this path speaks to your soul, and this is something that, again, this is something that will always be on your mind and on your heart. This will always be a desire. Like, even if you don't take action, this will always be like coulda, shoulda, woulda scenario. Okay, so just know. I think I got a splinter. Okay. Alright, Moonology card, Spirit. Anything else for Virgo for the month of July? Advice for Virgo. A time for healing, Balsamic Moon. Bottom of the deck, your commitment is being tested, first quarter moon. Under that, we have communication is key, new moon in Gemini. Under that, we have a new start is coming. Ooh. Okay. So, yeah. Okay, Virgo, that is my reading for you. If you resonated with this reading, I encourage you to follow me on my TikTok. Or perhaps if you want to support me further, to subscribe to my YouTube channel, which is the same name as my TikTok, Soup for the Soul Tarot, and or if you want to check out other videos I've uploaded on there, feel free to check me out. But other than that, guys, I hope everyone has a good night, and hopefully I will see you in the next live or in the next reading, depending on where you're watching this. All right, bye, guys.